Good morning and happy blessed Friday. Today's topic comes from a conversation that I recently had with my son, and it's called Stop Pretending. Where it came from was he was going through a process and he asked an adult a question. And in that moment, he realized that the person didn't have the answer to his questions. And it reminds me of a story. And the story is one day my son and I were going somewhere and he was in the back seat and he was a talker. He said, "Mommy," and he asked me a question. I don't remember what the question was, but it stumped me because I didn't have the answer to it. And I thought I could pretend like I do. I could create something. But what's more important in this moment is to be real, to be honest, to be transparent. And so my reply to him was, "Baby, I don't know." And I remember it like yesterday. He threw his little self back and he was crying and he said, "Mommy, you do know. Mommy, you do know. You do know." And I said, "Baby, I don't know." I said, "But what I'm willing to do is, Mommy will get back to you. I'm going to go look and find out the answer to your question, or at least try." So fast forward to this moment where my son is in the face of another adult. He's asking questions and he has that clear moment of insight where he realizes that this person doesn't know, which leads to our conversation and a clear sentence around adults don't know everything. Or we laughed and I said, we don't. We absolutely don't. And it will behoove you to pretend like you do. Because what happens is when you step into the role of God, the all-knowing, you set other kids up or people up to sometimes feel uncomfortable to ask questions because they feel like they have to have all the answers or lie to get the things they want out of life. And here's the deal. We'll always be students. That doesn't mean that when you do learn something or you do or are knowledgeable about something, you can then turn around and gift it to someone else. But in the process of learning, I think it's super important to be honest about where you're at. When you lie, when you pretend, it's a facade. It puffs up the chest of the ego. And I would rather be around humble people who can be honest about the things they know and the things that they don't know. Think about the times in class where the teacher asked who knew the answer to something. And I knew I didn't read the chapter, so what did I do? I put my head down. I tried not to get eye contact. And then someone who actually did do the work rose their hand and gave their rendition of what they believed the answer to the question was. And that's cool. What it did was it called out for me that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I somehow thought that maybe these questions wouldn't be asked for whatever reasons I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And so, again, we need each other. We all need each other. We all have a part to play. And it's okay to not know. Just stop fronting and pretending. That's the hard part for people, fronting and pretending. It just creates this false reality, false truths, which are lies. And I would rather understand that kids are always watching. They're sharp. And they learn from us. But they won't learn everything from their parents. There are people placed on this earth to teach them things that sometimes we don't know, or whatever it is that we don't have to give them, there is someone who is and can. So don't take yourself so seriously. What's it worth? Thank you for listening. I love you. Happy Blessed Friday.